This happened like 2 weeks ago now. I don't want to look like I'm hamming it up, like just trying to consistently get clout of the thing. That's dead, innit? Because my problem was resolved in the first week. Like literally, long story short, somebody paid me for a promo. Yeah, you lot get it too when somebody DMs you, say, can I promote your thing or whatever. Yeah. Somebody paid me for a promo. They put the money in my account. They said to me, I'm going to put the money in your account. I said, okay, that's fine. They said, my girl's going to do it for me. I said, okay, that's fine. So then they put it in, and then they said, check your account. Checked it. Everything was there. So I said, oh, that's fine, bro. I put it up. And the thing about me, I don't play about with people's money in it. If you ask me to do something for you and you pay me, I'll do it. And then I'll relay back to you and ask you if it's good enough. If you don't like it, we do it again. We keep on doing it until it's right. So I don't fuck about with people's money. That's number one. Because, bruv, like, I've used, like, 4 years ago, but you don't know what a kitchen porter is.
A kitchen cleaner.
Yeah, so basically like 4 or 5 years ago, before Instagram and all that stuff, I was doing kitchen porting for 6-7 hours. And I was doing nightclub bouncing. So, bruv, like 6-7 hours for 8 hours, washing pots and pans, taking out bins, cleaning out the floors. Then in the nighttime, bouncing for like 4 or 5 hours outside nightclubs, bruv. So money's not easy to come by for me. I don't know about other people, but I'm not rich, bruv. So when I get a little bit of money, it means something to me, bruv. Because 6-7 hours, I got a graph for that, So like, something must happen. I must have gone to, I was up here actually. That's the funniest thing, is I was up in Birmingham. Shout out to my barber Cash. Yeah, he's got a barber called 7-Star Barbers.
Big up Cash.
Cash.
I know you.
Yeah, so like literally, he always give me shape ups in the quarantine and that. He's a G with that, yeah. So like literally, I basically paid him for the thing, and then when I went back home, I was just trying to transfer something else to my account. It got blocked. It was nothing was working in it. So I called up the bank. It's Metro Bank, bruv. I love Metro Bank because Metro Bank, bruv. You don't need no credentials and shit, bruv. You could come fresh off a banana boat, bruv. They'll open your account right there, bruv. You know what I mean? I love Metro Bank. Card same day, bruv. No questions. They're like, where'd you live? It don't even fucking matter where you live, bruv. This you can come here, blood. I love Metro Bank, yeah. So like literally, they called me up. I was like, I can't transfer anything, like, and they said, yeah, your card's been blocked because of fraud, and I was like. What? I was like, I just went to the barbers, £15. What do you mean fraud, bruv? What do you mean? I had to pay that £15, and they're like, oh. They said, nah, it's for something else. I checked there's something else. It weren't that. So I was like, so then they said, well, your account's blocked. So then, you know when you're talking to people, when you're talking to people on the phone, I don't like talking to people on the phones. I like going to the business. I like going to the place of business because then all the phone thing is just a long thing sometime, innit? So the next day, I literally was up here, like I said. I went to, you know Metro Bank in New Street, right around the corner. So I went there, and they were telling me like, yeah, can you provide this? Can you provide that? I'm providing them with everything. And then they said to me, this is not the charge. This is not the fraud. This number that we quoted you, that's not it. It's for something else. So I'm like, I just sent you all this fucking information for nothing. So fine. They said it's for this on the 9th. Yeah, so I'm like, the 9th? I said, and I'm a person, bruv, ain't bare money in my account, bruv, so I know everything that's going in and out, bruv. You know when you ain't got peas like that, bruv, I know everything that goes in and out. Bruv, I'm telling you, bruv, like, if I go to Tesco's, I buy egg and cress sandwich, bruv, I know that's what I bought, bruv. Yeah, I know that's what I bought, yeah? So I was like, what's going on with this? And they tell me it's for like £100 on the 9th. So then I'm looking through my thing, and I was like, the 9th, and I see a woman's name. Then it hit me, and I was like, oh, it's this. So then I just messaged the guy straight on Instagram. I said, bruv, what's this thing about fraud on my account, bruv? I put up your thing. Why is my thing getting reported for fraud? And then no reply. No reply. Hour goes by, no reply. And I'm in the bank, like, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
He's in the bank for hours and that?
Yeah, I was waiting. Yeah, because you think to yourself, they blocked it off. I'm talking about you can't get a penny, bruv. You can't get fuck all, bruv. I'm talking about, and I like to walk everywhere, bruv. So like literally, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to walk back to where the fuck I just come from. But around here, bruv, it's just motorways. So if you go from New Street to Aston, New Street to Erdington, you can't walk that, bruv. You gotta go around the fucking motorway. And I was thinking to myself, yo, my maps can't even calculate that, bruv. I'm gonna have to be on some mad fucking pursuit of happiness, walking around like some dickhead, bruv. I was like, what's going on? And I was like, yo, this is mad. So the woman's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. So I messaged the guy, no reply. Hour and a half, no reply. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, bruv. So then I literally just had a picture somewhere of him. Like I went on his page, I had a picture. I just put it up there on my Instagram. And I did a video. I was walking through New Street Station because by that time the bank said we can't do nothing for you. So I have to figure out what's going on. They're doing an investigation. So I walk through the station and I'm like, big man Tig. Anybody knows who this guy is, bruv? Send me his name, send me his number, send me anything you can send me, bruv. And within about an hour, bruv, I had numbers, names, everything. Like I had so much, yeah. And then
did you get the address?
Fans?
No. It's a mix of things, isn't it? And you got to piece it together yourself. I don't want to say, but like, so like literally, and then what ended up happening after that? Like, he replied obviously, innit? Because obviously your picture's up there, innit? I privated my page because obviously you can't put things out there like that, private my page. And then he responded. Then he was like getting back to me. Then he said something about how, oh shit, the woman that put the money through, she must have basically reported. I'm like, bruv, you said it was your girlfriend, bruv. What woman, bruv? I'm lost. You know when you start, now I'm starting getting panicky, bruv, because I'm like, what woman, bruv? Like, where's this going now, yeah? Because I'm like, what have you got my account tied into, bruv? The next thing you know, bruv, your account's in some mad thing, bruv. So I was just thinking to myself, like, yo, and he said, yeah, basically I did some business arrangement with a woman. I've been airing it for 2-3 weeks. I'm like, so you're fucking with somebody's money, bruv. I think to myself, so what's that got to do with me? So long story short, what he did, let's say, for example, I'm going to use you to an example. Let's say you've hollered at me for promo, yeah? I give you my details, but imagine you two are doing business. Yeah, you tell him, this is £300, yeah? Instead of giving him your details, you give him mine, because that covers the payment that you're about to pay me. So that's what he did with my thing, innit? So now imagine now you're hollering at him now for business. One of you lot airing each other, and then he just goes and reports the thing for fraud. But it's my account because you gave him my details. So then my whole thing got blocked. So then after that, I was just thinking to myself, I'm just messaging the guy, bruv, what have you done? What is going on? What's doing this? We're messaging for ages. I'm going to contact the woman. I contacted the woman. Coincidentally, she was from up here. Nice lady. Like, she was cooperating. She was like, sorry, this is this and this. She didn't know. She didn't have no idea what this guy was doing. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm going to talk to... And then I said, can you send me a screenshot of the payment confirming this thing, bruv? Saying that it was paid so then they can reverse it. And then I'm at this point, I'm talking to him. This guy sends me a screenshot of a phone, taking a picture of a phone, bruv. Can I take that to the bank, bruv? I look like a fucking crackhead, bruv. If I go to the bank, like, yo, the man sent me the payment, like, yo, this is, bruv. And I showed that to them, and they were just like, nah, that ain't it, you know? Like, this thing ain't gonna cut. So then I'm starting stressing out. I'm like, what's gonna happen, bruv? If like, she's like,
how many days has it been?
At this point, it'd been like 2 days.
2 days.
2 days now, back and forth talking. And you know the thing is, when there's a thing, like I said, I'm not a rich person, bruv. Like, literally, social media gets people confused. People think that you got followers, you got money, bruv. No, bruv. Like, I got graph for everything that I get. That's why people saying it's £100. I was like, I don't get it, but it's £100, bruv. What is that, bruv? It's £100 that I need, bruv.
That's how much the fraud was, £100.
Yeah, it's £100 that I need. I need that £100, bruv.
I ain't gonna laugh.
Bruv, do you know how mad it is when you're in the train and the inspector man stops you and you're just like, I can't do nothing, bruv. You gotta get the fuck off, bruv, and wait till the mid. Bruv, I've had times when I got off, bruv, and I had to keep on jumping off each thing. I was at fucking Tile Hill, then Marston Green, jumping up. I was like, what's going on, bruv? Yeah.
That jumped up.
Bruv, I jumped out. I was panicking, bruv, because then when they start asking all these questions, bruv, yeah. So then like it was mad, innit? So I was thinking to myself, what's this thing of my money, bruv? And then when this has happened to me before with someone, and I had exactly the same thing years ago. So I can't sleep when somebody owes me money. I can't sleep, bruv, because literally, and at this point, it's not just owing money. It's like I can't even get money.
So would you say the promo thing's loose then? Like you can't really,
bruv. I don't trust it, bruv. Like, do you know what? Yeah, because you know when Metro Bank starts questioning you about your transactions, bruv, that's when things is mad for your life, bruv. Because Metro Bank don't ask people questions about their thing, bruv. So I was like, man's got to have to go out to these random Monzo Monies banks, bruv. I don't even know. Now that's what I got now, bruv. If you ask me if that gets locked off today, I was like, bruv, that's fine. There's only like £2.50 in there, bruv. You can keep that, bruv. I don't care. But like, so then it's been 2-3 days. I can't sleep. And then the conversation's going on deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then I'm thinking to myself, then it's like the rudeness starts coming in. Then he's like, and you know when you're angry about your money, I was like, bruv, you fucking dickhead, why'd you do it? I'm just vexed, innit? And then he says to me like, oh, well, I could just not help and I could just deactivate my account and then you're on your own. I'm like, man.
Hold on, you done a diss track?
Yeah, I'll get to that, yeah. But I was like, you know when somebody says that to you, I could just lock off the account. Then you're just like, yo, I'm in no man's land now, bruv. What's going on, bruv? And then like, then I start getting it. You know when your heart starts beating like, yo, then you start thinking about the future. Like, yo, I can't pay rent. I can't pay bills. Now I'm going to be homeless. Like, do you know what I mean? You know when you start thinking, bruv, I start looking at park benches right there, bruv. Where am I going to sleep, bruv? I was like, where's the park bench that I can sleep on right now, yeah? And then I start getting more panic. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? Then it's the rudeness, and then it's more rudeness. And I was thinking to myself, then I was like, bruv, you know what the best thing you can do? Just compensate me some money for the meantime, because I need money, innit? And he said, I give you 3 to 5. I said, okay, that's fine.
3 to 5 what?
3 to 500.
Oh, 3 to 500?
Yeah, and that's cool for me, because I'm like,
cool.
But then it's still not good enough, because if your bank gets locked up, what are you going to do for this 500? That's going to have to stretch for a long time. But it's just a compensation to give me 3 to, I said, just give me 5. Just give me 5. And I said, I'll meet you. Man turned to me and I said, I don't want to meet you. You're gonna stab me, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I'm gonna stab. Like, what's? And then then I started clocking the language and the messages, stabbing, threatening, harassment, and all these different things. Then I start getting like, what's
lock up thing?
What is this? What is going on at this point? Yeah. And then he started doing the bad man thing in between. And then I started, I was like, bruv, I'm not gonna stab you, bruv. I just want my money, bruv. Just give me 5. Just give me 5. And he said, I'll pay you in Bitcoins. I was like, fam.
You know what?
Bruv.
So
Bruv,
wait.
Bitcoin, what? I don't even know what Bitcoins are, bruv. I'll be honest with you. I don't care what nobody tells me. If I can't see it, man.
What was you promoting?
It was like some Forex trading thing. I don't know what that is, bruv. I don't know what trading is.
Fucking
I just thought, bruv, it's your business. It's not my
Forex
business.
trading.
If that's how you make your living, bruv, I'll promote for you, bruv. And man was in Lamborghini. He's like, fucking luxury. I'm like, lavish life. I'm like, yo, this guy's killing it, bruv. I was like, because I was like, 100. He didn't even ask for a week of promo, bruv. He asked for the one day. I was like, one day, £100. I was like, yo, living life, bruv. A Lamborghini, you got £100 to give me for one day of promotion. I was like, bruv. Usually, I'm telling people, bruv, you see this £100 you're giving me? I'll make that last a week, I'll put your shit up every day. Man's like, nah, just put it up for a day. I'm like, this nigga's crazy, bruv. This guy's got peas, bruv. Go on the page, Lamborghini, got Ferraris. I'm like, this guy's, people are living life. I'm like, yo, what am I doing wrong, bruv?
What, do you think he needed the promotion or like?
I don't know what the fuck he did, but I just thought to myself, you got money in it, bruv.
He got you then, innit? Really?
Bruv, so then what ended up happening here? I didn't even care. I just thought to myself, it's like you give me a food business. I'm like, I'll ask you what you need and I'll do it to the end for you. I'll promote your shit. It's £100. That's not cheap money, bruv. Yeah. So I did it, and then the bad man talk started. So he said, pay me in Bitcoins. I was like, bruv. I was like, you already just got my card account, bruv. You're talking about Bitcoins, bruv. I don't know what that is, bruv. But it sounds like a mad thing, bruv. It sounds like some Crash Bandicoot fake money thing, bruv. Like, I don't know what Bitcoins are, bruv. And then like the conversation switches, and then he starts doing this weird like. Then he starts doing this bad man thing. Then he starts saying stuff like, "Say something." He said something to me. I cussed him. He said something like, "No need to be rude." Or something like. And then I said to him, "You're doing promo for Steve-O the Madman. You ask him to promote the same stuff, and Paige KQ, you asked them to promote the same stuff." And he said, "Yeah, I didn't promote them off my account. I didn't pay them off anybody else's account. I paid them off mine." And I was like, and he's like, "So say something." I'm thinking to myself, what? I was like, so you gave my details to some fucking random people?
Communicating with him over Instagram or
No, I'm coming on
WhatsApp,
WhatsApp, innit?
Okay,
But then it's when he said to
yeah.
me, like, yeah, I paid them out of my account. I paid you out of somebody else's, so say something. Bruv, like, literally, that just hit my whole body. I was like... And you know the maddest thing is when somebody's not in your face and you can't even say, who am I going to insult, bruv? I'm like... And I said, listen, bruv, yeah. I said, you know, I know where you live. Like I was like, I know where you live, you know. And then he's like, well, if you, and he goes, that's not my. Then I put the address. He said, that's not my address, man. That's the address of this person. This, and if you come there, they'll get the police involved and because I know about you, Mr. Drug Dealer. And I was like, what the fuck are you? I was like, what am I? What's going? You know when you start getting paranoid, you're like, yo, what's going on now, bruv? He's like, he said, Mr. Drug Dealer. I was like, fam, what? I was like, do I not know something about myself? Like, and then he's saying, I know all about you, bruv. I've asked people about you. I know about you. And I was thinking. I was like, bruv, you don't know shit, bruv, because anybody that knows me knows you're chatting shit. So I was like, keep going, because I knew harassment, threatening, this, knives, stab, all this shit. Then it just starts getting weird to me. So I'm just like, all right, cool. And then the last day what ended up happening, I ended up going back to the bank, and then I came and I said, the woman has reversed the fraud. So he gave me the number to the woman. She basically said she called her bank, she got the whole thing. So I went to the bank, I said, the woman's done it. It's been 24 hours. Yeah. They said, nah, sorry, we ain't got that. Oh. And I was like, I'm bad, man. I ain't had like 3 days of sleep yet, so I ain't slept in 3 days. So I'm going to the bank happy, like today's the day. Like, you know, when you're bad happy, like my bank account's fixed today, man. I'm thinking, yo, man's able to buy a fucking chicken and bacon sandwich today. Life is good, bruv. Get some McCoys
and the porkers.
I was like, bruv, I can get my fucking McCoy's steaky crisp. I'm like, life is good, bruv. Nothing make me happier, bruv. I'm good. So I go to Metro Bank and they're like, nah, man. They're like, there ain't nothing reverse. And I was like, what do you mean nothing's reverse? I called the woman in the bank. She's like, yeah, I've done it. Nah. And then I was like, bruv, fuck this. Where's the head branch of Metro Bank? They're like, it's in Holborn in London. I was like, cool, got to go back home then. So I was like, get the train back to Holborn. And at this point, I'm on the train fuming, bruv, because this guy's done the bad man talk. He's done everything. My bank account's fucked. So I'm just sitting on at this point, I'm sitting on the train just like this. You know when you ain't hurt, bruv, there was no music in my ears, nothing. It was 2 hours on the West Midlands train, just, bruv, just quietness, bruv. Just like,
because you weren't talking to nobody.
Bruv,
your mouth was closed. 2 hours.
Fam, my lips was dry.
And the goal in there.
You know when you got the white things in the corner of your lips, bruv. I was just like, fam. And then people like, you know when the ticket inspector man, I was like, you know when you just give him the eye, bruv, just like, and the man just thinks you're a nitty, bruv. He just gave me the eye. Like, I just gave man the eye, like, fam. Not today, bruv. And he can tell. He's like, oh no, sorry, mate.
Yeah, tuck the lips in as well,
bruv. Yeah, you know that was there, bruv. You just like, bruv, you just got to the mad black. Bruv, you know when you just do the mad black man face, bruv. But because I was thinking, bruv, you ever seen that movie, A Time to Kill with Samuel L. Jackson? It was like, yes, they deserve to die. They combining it. That's how I felt, bruv. Yeah, so I'm just quiet, bro. I'm just on the train. It's like, I go to the Holborn branch, 2 black people there. They were nice, bro. They're lovely people, yeah. And like, you know when people speak to you on the level, they just said to me straight up, like, they're like, we just called up, this is the head branch, they're like, we just called up the people. They said, unless you can get a PDF from this woman saying that she did it, your bank account is locked off. And I said, so if it gets locked off, any money that's inside, I won't get back. They're like, well, you will, but you'll have to prove where you got it. And it's still going to take 30 days for us to investigate.
It's a big man.
Go on.
Don't mean to get in your business.
No, go on.
What type of figures was in the bank looking
Bruv, nothing, bruv. It's the principalities, bruv. It don't matter how much is in there, bruv. It don't matter what's in there, bruv. I wanted it back because it's mine, bruv. It's mine.
Hold on. So at this point, how did this track come?
But we're leading up to it. So then bear in mind, I'm in the bank. They're like, sorry, you can't do it. And once they told me they couldn't do nothing about it, bruv, I just shook the woman's hand, and I just made my way to his house, bruv. At that point, bruv, I was like, it's 3 days of no sleep, bruv. Come on, bruv. My eyes are red, bruv. I ain't brushed my hair. I ain't brushed my teeth, bruv. Yeah, I was just like, bruv, I was just stinking, bruv. I was like, fam. Like, and you know them ones where you're so vexed, you want to cry at the same time because there's nothing you could do, bruv. And you know when your voice is like, I was just vexed. So I literally looked at the people in the bank. I was like, yeah, so there's nothing you can do about this. There's nothing. The woman's like, nah, sorry. And I was like, nah, like, so it'll get locked off for real. Like, the whole thing will get locked. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, all right. I literally got on the train, bruv. Straight to his house.
Where is his?
Because I'm from West End, but he was living somewhere in South, bruv. So I went there straight away, bruv. You got blanked out, bruv. I don't want to get the guy fucked up, bruv. But I literally, went straight on the train, bruv. No talking. Went on the intercom, pressed the intercom thing. Somebody said something like, oh, nobody lives here by that address. I'm like, listen, I know the person lives here, so please, just let me in. We're going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. You don't live there. That's fine. That's fine. Call the police. Rang it again. No answer. So I waited another half an hour. Somebody come out the door. Then I was like, oh, this is perfect. You know when you're living in the state, because I live in a block of flats where in London, innit? Yeah. So like literally, people will open the door, bro. If you wait long enough, some old lady's gonna come out in it. So then I was like, I walked all the way up, had the door number. I just stayed outside. I just stood outside the door number, But when I heard police, I'm like, oh shit. Now I can't do nothing because I'm like, they're coming in it. So I was like, let me just wait.
You dress all in black and that?
Nah, bruv. I was wearing the clothes that I was wearing for 3 days, bruv. Man was smelling like all-purpose seasoning, bruv. Man was smelling like a Maggie cube, bruv. It was no joke, bruv. I was literally there stinking, bruv. So like literally, I just got to the thing and I said, oh, they called the thing. So I just called up my bank, try and get an update. And then I'm just outside. The next thing I hear, somebody said, I'm calling the police. I said, yeah, that's fine. I was like, I'm waiting for them, innit? That's cool, because I'm like, I know he's here, bruv. I know he's inside. Then I'm waiting there for half an hour. Then I just start getting aggy even more, bruv, because the bank shit, the phone call didn't make no difference. I'm running the stage. I just start yelling, bruv. It's like, bruv. Started saying his name. Come out. Like, literally started yelling. People start coming out the house like, yo, like, what's going on here? And then literally, eventually, I just heard somebody saying, I didn't do fraud on your account. And I'm like, I knew this guy was in there, bruv. I knew he was inside. Why are you pretending like you're not inside? And then literally, the next thing I had somebody say, I want to see your face. I want to see your face. And I was like, what? Why do you want to see my face? You just call the police. Let them see my face. So I just waited. At this point, it was like half an hour now. Yeah? Next thing, he comes out and then he's through like this bar thing. There's all this extra shit. Well, you lot probably saw what happened through that bit anyway. And then I just, at the end of it, bro, I just basically was just standing out there for time. And then because when somebody calls the police on you, like, I'm going to ask you, if somebody calls the police, says, like, right now, something happens, somebody's calling the police, you're not going to run in it, because if they said that you threatened them and they said you've done that, it's going to look like that if you run.
If you're in the right,
depends.
It depends, innit? But like I said, but then he started yelling like, he's got a gun!
Because you are at his house.
But
you are at his house.
Yeah, exactly.
You are the you might have to go.
Exactly, but then all I was, you got a gun! You come here to stab me! He said, you got a gun! You came here to... And I was like, what the fuck is... So now I'm like, nah, I definitely got to stay, bruv, because literally now the neighbours think I got a gun. So I was like, yo, chill out. Waited there. Obviously, you can call the police because he's doing some fraud thing in it. So I just waited. Then I went to the neighbours and I let the neighbours know that, like, I'm not fucking crackhead. Like, don't think that I'm a mad thing. And then so this is where the diss thing comes in. So like after that, I put that on live, everything like that.
So wait, sorry. You never get no money at the door?
No, because the thing is, it wasn't about the money. It was just about the whole thing. At the end of the day, the money thing was confirmed that it was mine. The woman did the thing, reversed the thing. So it wasn't about the money. It's the whole thing where people say something. Say something. Okay, like with me, I don't like when people, like, I can't, like if I'm having an argument with you and you've got a problem with me over the phone, I can't argue for you over the phone. I can't argue for another man over the phone. I just need to come and
start shouting and
it's weird to me, bruv. I can't do like, man's not Jamaican, bruv. I can't do the whole ride with us, to the bumper. I can't do that, bruv. That's not me, innit? I can't put that on. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to chill. I'm just gonna have to see what happens, innit? So then, literally, it wasn't the bank thing. It was the whole acting like a bad man thing. And the thing is, I was thinking, obviously, people see Instagram. I do the bubbly thing. People see me on Backchat, so then they have one perception of you. But I'm like, literally 3 years ago.